Hello and welcome to This Week in Gaming for August 22nd, 2014. Let's get into the news. The first big bit of news this week is Assassin's Creed Unity will contain microtransactions. Now this is going to be used for purchasing gear in the game, as there is no multiplayer mode in the game besides co-op. So I spoke about this in a separate video, my critical video. I'll have a link in the description to that. No Man's Sky, which exploded at E3 this year, is said to take 5 billion years to explore every single planet in the game. This is due to the fact that planets are created through generating a 64-bit number. Knowing how large this game is, it's going to be quite interesting exploring all these planets, knowing that someone may never ever see this except for you. Not to mention it's going to be awesome when you do run into other players, knowing how many planets there are and the chances of running into someone again, or even running into your friends while playing online. Microsoft's Major Nelson has announced that customers can now purchase digital games and DLC for the Xbox One and Xbox 360 at retailers via digital download code cards. So if for some reason you are unable to purchase these on your own console, you're able to go into the shops and buy these now, but they'll probably be more expensive than they are on the console. EA CEO Andrew Wilson has said that the company is getting better at listening, which I tend to agree with, especially after the news that Battlefield Hardline is going to be delayed until next year so that they can improve the game and make it something more original, as well as the EA Access program which recently launched, and most consumers seem to be very happy with this. However, there was also some bad news towards EA this week, with reviewers claiming that they were unable to get their hands on a Sims 4 review copy before the game releases. Now, this is quite uncommon for publishers like EA, because usually they go and give out review copies maybe even up to a week before the game is released, so reviewers can play through the whole game and upload a video or write an article, whatever they do for their own review. But in this case, there's rumors coming out that they're unable to get their hands on a Sims 4 review copy. So what this means is 2 to 3 days after the game is released, that's when reviews will start going up on YouTube and on the internet, which is obviously quite bad because it means there's going to be a lot of people who are just going to purchase the game before they actually know if the game's good. And EA has done this in the past. They did it with Medal of Honor Warfighter, which was obviously shown to not be a great game. So if history is anything to base this on, Sims 4 may not be as good as the fans hope. Ubisoft's CEO has said that the company is keeping a very close eye on EA's subscription plan for the Xbox One, so this probably means in the near future we'll be seeing a similar plan like this coming out for Ubisoft games, because it does seem very odd for Ubisoft to comment on something like this, especially since EA is their competitor, unless in the future they plan to do a plan similar to what EA Access is doing. A YouTube user by the name of Jack Frags was able to get behind the scenes and see the Division live at Gamescom, and he was unable to record any footage, but he was able to give his experience with the game so far, and he said that the game doesn't look as good as its initial reveal, but it does still seem promising. It'll be very interesting to see whether the Division looks as good as it did in its initial reveal on the PC, or whether that will also be locked like it was with Watch Dogs. BroTeam, a popular gaming YouTube channel, has said that they've left Machinima for a number of reasons, one of which being they weren't responding to him, as well as changing the earnings of his videos. It'll be interesting to see whether this impacts Machinima badly like it did a couple of years ago when some partners found out that they were unable to leave Machinima ever. If you were worried that in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that the exoskeleton suit would be the only thing that you could use online, you don't have to worry anymore, because now they've revealed that there's going to be separate playlists, one that'll have the exoskeleton and one that won't. I wonder if they'll keep using this mode or if it'll disappear like Modern Warfare 2's third-person mode. This weekend on Steam, both Dishonored and Borderlands 2 are free for the weekend, so download those and give those a go if you haven't played them yet. This brings me to the end of This Week in Gaming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments on this week's news, put it down below, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'll see you all next time.